Hello, everyone, and welcome back to UE5 BP Guru. We're doing another hour of our wonderful game jam here, and the core gameplay is kind of there. We tested out a bunch in the last episode to kind of make sure there was a bit more balancing in place. I feel like I still need to tweak that somewhat, but we have a ton of time. So what we're going to do instead is basically we're going to start making things look a little bit prettier. Um, we're going to start with our big boy here, our giant, and we're going to try and make it so that he looks kind of a little bit more interesting. Get some animations in place so that we can get him reacting to hits, maybe death, and etc. And we can kind of slow down that gameplay loop a little bit by having him die and get back up and stuff like that. So yeah, we need a model basically, and I'm just going to I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I say cheat. It's not cheating. It is, but it's not. This is a tool that someone has given out for people to use, so I am, of course, going to use it. How could I not, right? I'm going to use it. So I'm just trying to get these in a bit of a better position because I feel like they're messing with some stuff. And then if we bring, I don't want it to be. Oh my god. I don't want it to be perfectly lit in here. I want it to feel a little bit. There we go. That seems nice. Okay, cool. Yeah. So we're gonna tackle him. I'm wasting the hour already. We're a minute in, and I'm wasting the hour. So what I did was I found a tool for Blender. Let's get rid of this. That we can. I do actually want that. I don't know why I came off it. We're going to import something from our downloads. It should be. Oh, wait there. I might need to. I might need to on another screen just unzip it. I need to unzip the file. Show you how to use it. It's a real base to get going with a character that you can use in your game if you're making like a game jam. You know, it's really nice. Yeah, well, sure, why not? I didn't realize I already had it downloaded apparently, but that's fine. So we're just going to open up the blend, and we're going to. Oh, maybe I could just open the blend. Oh, I can. Okay, great. Okay, that's fan. Close the other one down. Oh my god, my computer's dying on me. Don't die, computer. Come on. Close the other Blender file. It's fine. No, I don't want to keep the changes. So yeah, you get this lovely base model, right? So you can essentially kind of create clothing and do all that wonderful stuff. We're just gonna delete the female. We're gonna keep it male for this one. No, don't at me in the comments, of course. Oh god, what am I doing? Let's just make sure I didn't duplicate that. All right, I didn't. So yeah, we're just gonna have this wonderful guy here. We're gonna finesse this a little bit, and I say finesse. We're not gonna finesse it at all. We're just gonna basically abuse this guy by shoving a giant eyeball in his face, and that's a bit too horrifying there. Let's just drag this out a little bit to kind of be there, and then we'll also shade smooth. There we go. So we have it like an eyeball. And I'm just going to change this model a little bit so that he's not so rounded. There we go. I can still kind of see that. I want to get rid of the obvious eye hole that was there. That's a little bit better. And then we're kind of that is honestly horrifying. He's gonna look he's gonna look so weird. It's fine. It's honestly fine. We'll add a cheeky loot cup in here, and then we'll just pull that back, and then maybe drag that up a little. Maybe I should drag it back down. I want to kind of replicate. That's kind of what I'm going for. That looks a bit better, I think. It just needs to be centered. Oh, love it. I think maybe I don't know. Loki, I hate it, but it's fine because we haven't really got much option here, and I want to kind of bring this down and out. Oh, that's better. That's better. Okay, and we'll just. Oh, okay. That's some. Oh, okay. Fine, fine. We can get away with that. Yeah. He just looks kind of sad now. He doesn't look so angry, but he looks sad. He's like, "Bah, why are you attacking me? I just want a hug." But he's not getting a hug. Okay, so that's the eye. I don't really know how I'm going to text that yet. We'll figure it out together. But for now, that's okay. And then what I'm going to do is I need to give him some like sort of like some pants, I guess. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna select all of these wonderful buttocks polygons. We'll give him some shorts down here as well. Um oh, don't grab the hand, that would be bad. And then I think what we can just do is shift and duplicate, and then we can expand. Oh, he's gloriously covered up. He looks like he's ready for a day at the beach, and I love it. I'm here for it. Okay. We'll grab some of these bad boys, and I don't know. Did I not? Oh. Uh. Hmm. hmm. Uh. Right. Let's just go back. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to separate the selection. There we go. And now we have a wonderful pair of pants that we can now. There, that's what I was trying to do, guys. We got it. We did it. All right, we're the best. Right, and then we'll grab that, and then we'll just create a little cheeky loop cut. We'll just bring those chunky ass shorts inwards, and then we'll do the same thing with the. If I alt click this, will it work? Let's see. It did not. It created a really random seam there. Fine. And I've just unclicked everything. Oh my god, I'm wasting time. I am wasting so much time. Right. There we go. And we'll drag that in just so it looks like it's thick around his leg. Look at his tree trunks. Oh my god, he's a beast. And I'm here for it. I his back. He's a bit up his. It is a bit up his back, I guess. But do you know what? It's fine. He's a dad. I feel like fucking what's her name from from oh my god, I can't even think now, from Last of Us, where she's like, I'm gonna be a dad. That's kind of how our giant is right now. We'll bring this down a little bit because he does look a bit too nerdy, I think. For the honestly, that looks better. Just dragging that back a bit made it look a little bit better. uh cool. He doesn't look so nerdish, daddish. um The eye holes are still there. I can see them. I know I can, but I'm just going to ignore them for this, to be honest. So we're going to give him a wonderful material, and we're going to make him kind of like a pinky color. And then if we go into the look dev, oh, look at him. Our dad is the best. Oh, he's going to be a dad. He's going to be a dad. I'm going to stop cracking that joke. I'm going to have what's her face bloody getting her lawyers on me. Um, what color pants? I feel like all of these colors are way too in your face. I feel maybe if we go a bit darker, that looks cool. I'm all right with that. Um, that's fine. Now we're gonna parent these two together because I'm happy with that. The next thing we got to do is we got to do our eyeball, and we'll make it a nice white, of course. Now I don't know if we can paint on this with the texture. I wonder. Paint, texture paint. Let's try it. How do I? I've never done this before, so there's a first time for everything. Right, here we go. And then I want to make the strength size. 1 pixel seems very small. We'll go for 13. There we go. And we'll just missing textures detected. Bah, no. Okay. Do I need? Do you know what? Do you know what, guys? Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna leave it. I don't like how that nose bridge is in there. I might make a texture for the eyeball at some other point. So what we'll do instead is we'll UV edit this bad boy. Will smart UV? Will it give me a certain? Yeah. That I'm not sure what section is what. To be honest, I'm guessing one of these four. Hang on, if I let go. So this one is the front. So if I can figure this out easy. You might look a bit derpy, but we can do it. Now there is a way to um, export the UV layout. There is. There we go. And if I'll do it in humans, that's fine. We'll do eye texture like so. Wonderful. And then we'll export that UV layout, and that's that. This is you know what? This is the way. This is the way. We'll do. Let's open this up here, and now we should be able to see the layout. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to I am going to do a if I can get a bit of old thickness. She thick. And we'll just do something there. Just more so I can gauge if I've got it right, and then we'll just save. We'll just save it. It's fine. And then all we got to do is if we go to shading, I think, yep, we can drag that eye texture in and plug her in, and then if I get rid, yeah, I understand why it's done that. The eyeball is a little bit off, but that's fine. We can deal with that. That's okay. All I need to do is go back into this. So I assumed because of the way this was, that would mean it wasn't. It was slanted, but obviously I was wrong because now it's slanted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo that, and then I'm going to grab one of these. I'll do a weird capsule eye maybe. I'm going to angle it just ever so slightly, and then I'm going to fill that bad boy in with this. It doesn't matter if I make it a bit thicker. It doesn't matter. And then we'll just paint in the rest like so. So that's going to be our eye, and then we will drop all of this stuff. There's probably a way quicker way of doing this by just painting the most of it in with the thickness. There we go. And then we'll just do the stuff closest to it. It'll be fine. And then that's going to be our lovely white eyeball, hopefully, as long as it works as I expected it to. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. Oh, I went too far. Oh, God. I always forget to let go as well every so often, just when I've done stuff right, because then I don't have to, like, control-alt the whole of it. I do forget that sometimes. That's probably as close as I'm willing to get. And then I'll just fill in the rest of this stuff as best I can, and then I'll just what I'll do is I'll get nice and close. I'll use that. I'll bring the thickness down quite a bit, and then I'll just very carefully get as close to the eyeball as humanly possible. Oh, come on. Yeah. I'll let go for a second. Now, I'm not going to be able to get the bits that's too close to the edge, but we're not going to be that close, right? We're not going to be that close to the giant that we need to kind of worry about that. We'll save again, and we'll delete this one out and drag in another one. Base color. Oh, it's wonky. Oh, no. So if that's straight, maybe I did need to... No, wait, what? Maybe I did need to turn it a bit. Like so? We'll give it a go. What does it matter, right? We can just keep turning it until it's in the right spot. File, save. Go back to this dude, drag it in again. I went too far, just a bit too far. So let's do maybe that. It's just trial and error at this point. And then once we've done this, we can move on to the next step. File, save, drag it in again. Why has it just updated like that? It's really bizarre. Texture, plug her in. That's probably good enough, I think. Maybe it's not big enough, but do you know what? I will make it slightly bigger. I will make it slightly bigger. I am super up for that. And then we'll angle it just a little bit more, and then we'll be done. Whatever happens with this, we're done. It's okay. I'll accept however it is. Can I not make that white? Can I make that black instead? There we go. Ah, look at that. Look at those just silly little things that get missed. God damn you, Paint 3D. I am using the most suboptimal, most suboptimal application for this as well. So just bear that in mind when when you're watching this video. I do not have the professional tools that most people probably are privy to. I use very low budget, free stuff, and I'm okay with that. That's still wonky, but it's better than it was. I think personally, I think it's better than it was. We can live with that for sure. Okay, how long have we been in this episode already? We have been 15 minutes. That's not bad for 15 minutes. We got our giant near enough modeled. We just need to now do the rigging side of things. So one thing I do need to do is I need to pair these two as well. So we'll just oh Jesus. Okay, maybe not. Maybe first accept the modifier, the mirror modifier first. Right, now join them up. There we go. Wonderful. And that's our boy done. We can export this as an SPX, and we'll call this I'll put this in my documents for now, but what I'll do is I'll call it Giant Man FBX. Obviously, if I was ever going to make this a real game, I would probably spend more than 5 minutes on the model. Oh God, no! Don't do that. And I'd obviously probably make a lot of different varieties and make a female one, and we could spawn in different ones. That would be really, really cool. But it's just a game jam, and speed's the name of the game, I'm afraid. So I need to log in to Mixamo, and then we can carry on. So give me 1 second. Continue. Wait there, continue with Google. You guys can't see this part because obviously, what? No, what is going on here? This is because I'm on the wrong thing. That's why. Okay, try it again. Mixamo. Find Mixamo. Oh my god, why is it so far down to get to Mixamo? What the hell? Where is Mixamo? Why have you done this to me, game? Oh, there it is. I went past it. I say games. The game's not even doing. What am I talking about? Log it. Right, we'll log in again. Okay, and we'll use the right thing this time, and hopefully it should be fine. You guys have no idea what's even happening because I'm keeping it on a different screen. Enjoy the screenshot of Unreal while you wait for me to do what I gotta do. Okay, Mixamo. So we're gonna upload a character. Mixamo does tend to be a little bit slow and buggy, so just bear with me. I'm sure it'll be fine. Select a character. Oh my gosh, it's just showing you random shit on my computer. That is all my YouTube footage stuff, by the way. So just enjoy. There was nothing there that was a giveaway of anything that's coming up soon. So yeah, it's probably just all stuff you've seen before. There is Giant Man. Import Giant Man. So what this should hopefully do is bring up the auto rigger, which it is doing, which is great. Oh my god, that is terrifying. Yep, that's fine. I don't know why it looks like that, but we'll figure that one out, I guess, at some point or another. Wrists going sort of there, elbows going sort of there, knees there, groin there. I think it's just because I didn't have any textures and stuff, so it's just kind of done that. Now I may have to recolor this. I may have to also sort out the some other stuff, but we'll figure that out as we go. While we're waiting, so we need to redo the shop definitely because that looks terrible. We need to redo our turrets because they are also terrible, and we also need to redo our generators because those are terrible. I need to think about what kind of textures I want to use on this, and even if I want to keep this square or whether I want to make it kind of make cylinders. I'm not sure. So the texture's working, but he's looking a bit weird. So I'm a bit concerned about that. Let's go back into this. Oh gosh, what was that about? Weird. What I'm gonna do is there is a thing we can look at just while we're messing around. I thought there was a way to I thought there was a way to show which way the faces are. Ah, that would be why. Okay, so all of his faces are the complete and out wrong way. So I'm gonna have to reload him in, recalculate outside. That looks a hell of a lot better. Right, export, and we'll re-plug him in. Right, we'll cancel. Oh my god, Mixamo, please, please Mixamo, stop. Doesn't have to be that bad. We can get through this together. Right, upload character again. Okay, and we'll re-find that giant one wherever he is. Where are you, giant? I just had you. Where are you? There you are, giant man. There we go. So hopefully he should look a bit more normal now. That's what I'm hoping. There we go. We got him. Perfect. Oh my, he looks so much better. Brilliant. So next, and then we can do what we got to do. And yeah, this process is really really simple. Now, if you wanted it to work with your UE5 mesh, then you definitely have to do a bunch of extra steps. But because I'm happy this character being his own, have his own skeleton, etc., we can kind of get away with doing that kind of middleman stuff. But yeah, if you want this hooked up to your skeletal mesh, your UE5 skeletal mesh, to use with your character, there's a bunch of other stuff you need to do to get it working. It is a lot more lengthy process. But I'm hoping doing this way we can get it in pretty quick. But we'll see. So he's got his wonderful skeleton seemingly working there. I am now going to close down Unreal Engine, Blender, because it's going to take up some processing power, which I'd rather not. Yeah, go away, Blender. Okay, so we need some animations. Now I need a. I'm gonna look for monster, because I'm sure there is a monster animation set on this. Let's see. I've just put in monster. Hopefully, it comes up with some stuff. There's a lot of zombie stuff. That's cool, but not quite what I was thinking. I'm sure there was like a ground smash and all sorts of stuff. Let me type in smash. Let's see what comes up. Smash. Oh, there it is. This is the creature I was thinking about. Getting smashed. No, I don't want to get smashed. I want to smash myself. I gotta stop saying smash. So there's a smash attack. Is there a pound? Maybe pound. Oh my god, there's a drop kick. I don't think I need him to drop kick, to be honest. Oh my god, oh my god. Male action pose. Oh, it's a pose. Okay. Oh my god. Should we get the giant to do that? I thought there would be like a ground pound or something. Let's try ground. See if ground comes up. Search. I think the pack's called mutant actually. So if I put in mutant, it might come up with some other stuff. Zombie biting, hard landing. Again, none of the things that I was really thinking of. Let's try mutant because I think that's what that character is named, and it might come up with all the mutant stuff. Here we go. There we go. There we go. So we've got an idle, walking. We don't really need a breathing idle. Um, oh my god, he looks even more horrifying. But he's gone lower down, so I don't know if that's going to have some sort of effect. Um, hmm. Um, I mean, the swiping looks like it could be good. Let's give it a go. Let's see how it looks. I can always make him slightly bigger to compensate for the hunching down. We'll see. Okay, so that's the breathing. We've got mutant punches. We've got a jump attack. Jesus. That could be. I don't know why he does the pose at the end though. Oh my god, he's gone. Where's he gone? Where's he go? Okay. Oh, it. He moves forward. Okay, we can't have that. So maybe the swiping would be a good one. Where was the swiping gone? There. Yeah, that I think this could be good. Oh, it's a laggy mess, but we'll download it. Download. So that is an attack, and we've got an idle, and then I wonder if he's got like a dying one. Maybe we could just put in. Um, oh, there he has got one. Wonder why it didn't come up. Mutant dying. So we can get that one. That looks good enough to me. Perfect. Download that. And I think the last one we want is just a getting up animation because we want him to get back up after he's died. So say get up, or maybe it would have been better to put stand. Oh no, getting up. I think that one looks. Oh, I think that one looks good enough to me. Download that one. So we got attacking, idle. I wonder if we've got like a hit, take damage or something. Take damage. I've got a wire in my way and I can't type. No results. Okay, fine. We'll work with what we got. So, good, good. So if we go into, oh, we're already in Giant. So if we just make a new folder and call this animations, like so, and let's bring up all those wonderful downloads, and we're gonna go for the mutant breathing one first. I've just realized I've not even got into my animations folder. Fantastic. So mutant breathing idle first. And it's got no skeleton, so we'll just import and see what happens. Okay. We got it. Okay. So the next three, we just need to import the animations only. It might take a few minutes because I've done three of them at a time. This could take a minute. taking way longer than I thought it would. This is kind of annoying. Cancel. Okay, we still got that stuff though, so that's fine. Let's do one at a time. Mutant swiping. I know there was issues with the import. I stopped it. That's what the issue was. Okay, translating source file. Yep. Now what? Okay. We want to import animations only, and we want it to be on. Why can't I select that one? Okay. New plan. Delete that one out. We'll start again, I think, and we'll just delete all of this out if we can. Delete. Why is it not letting me delete it out? Why, game? Okay, sorry. I had to stop what I was doing for a second, just so I could close the engine down and reopen it. And I tested it, and I've managed to get in. So I don't know what happened there, but all we need to do is just import the animations for the last three, and we're good. Okay, let's throw animations in as well. So if we now go to our BP for the giant, and we go to our mesh, and we go to that we can do the mutant breathing idle, and we can pick the animation. So I'm just gonna, because it's very simple. It's like 4 animations. I'm just gonna do the mutant breathing idle animation, and we can see. Oh my god, he's a bit big. He's a bit too big. So we're gonna have to scale him down a little bit. Probably in here. Yeah. We'll just scale him down. If we do 0 0.65, 0 0.65, 0 0.65, that's still a bit too big. 0 0.55, 0 0.55, 0 0.55. That should be okay. And can we still see him? Yes, but he's also looking incredibly close. So let's drag him back a bit to about there. Let's keep playing. See what happens. Okay. Okay, and he's still shooting him. Cool. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, um, sorry, we need to go back into the animations, and so we got the idle. I need to do the getting up and create a montage, and we'll call it. Doesn't really matter. We don't need to change the name for any of these. Dying, create, and a montage, and the swiping, create, and a montage. Okay, perfect. And we want them to be all body, so it doesn't really matter about creating like anything in an MPP, because it's just going to play the animation fully, and then he'll get back up. Now, one thing we will need to do is probably drag this out a bit more, just because I don't want him to fall off any maps or anything as he's moving around. And what else do I need? Will I probably need to do? Let's just put that kind of in the center. Going back to the giant master, and we'll need to now add a few of these montages in. So on death, drag that up a bit. We want to play anim montage. The skeletal mesh is going to be himself. The montage to play will be the mutant dying, and then on completed, we'll give it obviously the money side of things, change health, etc. And we'll play the let's play another animation on completed. we'll start the timer again. And even though our guns are still going to shoot, I don't want them to do any damage. So, where's our on take damage? Event take damage. We're going to create a new boolean. Is defeated, and we're going to do a check here. So a little boolean check. If we're defeated, I don't want to do any damage because otherwise he's going to die before he even gets back on some of these things. So even though our guns are still going to keep shooting him, I don't necessarily want to I don't want to have to the damage being dealt, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. So what we'll do is we'll say, okay, is defeated true, and then at the end, once we've completed our second animation, we can change it back to is not defeated, and that will stop us just taking any damage. I could update the guns to check if is defeated is true. But for now, I'm not going to get him to do that because otherwise it's just a pain. So let's see what happens. So he does this. He died. I fell down. So it's like he played it, but he didn't. Weird. Okay. Um. It, weird. That's weird. It did. It pretended like it did play it, but it didn't play it. Oh, I do need an anim montage. I do need an anim BP because it won't play without knowing what anim BP to play, like what animation, etc. to do. So let's create an anim B. Sorry, giant underscore anim BP. BO apparently he's got BO. God's sakes, what's wrong with me today? It's Sunday, okay? Just bear with me. Okay, so we have an anim BP, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make this very, very simple on ourselves. We're just going to get a state, or create a state machine. We'll call this idle, because we don't need anything else other than the idle, and then all we're going to do is plug in the anim idle, like so. And then we'll go into this, and all it's going to do is play me that idle animation all the time. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say default slot and plug that bad boy in. Compile. There he is. Wonderful. And then if we go back into our giant now, hopefully this should work. Hopefully. I might have to do some of the like ground speed stuff, but I shouldn't need to in theory because he's not moving or anything. There's no real calculations in place. So we'll give it a go though. Change this to the giant one we create wherever that is, the BO one. Compile multiplayer map or anything again because that is a possibility. But he hasn't. That's good. Okay, let's try again. See what happens. So our thing's gonna shoot him. Come on, shoot him. He's dead. Oh no! Oh god, he's like hanging off near enough, and then he gets back up. Like so. Wonderful. And then he takes more damage. Oh no! And then he gets back up. Weirdly, he like does a weird sit up, and then he gets back up. I guess it's because they're two animations from two different packs, so it's kind of like it's difficult to like to change between the two. Yeah, it's weird. Like he kind of half gets back up and then gets back down again. Okay, cool. That's in place. It's not perfect, but it's in place. I wanted to know if there was anything called when montage starts blending out and is not interrupted. Let's try that. Let's go into this dying one. Because I think what's happening is it's trying to. There's like a second, right? And then he gets kind of back up. So I kind of want to say here. Um, how do I add in a blend out? Notifies, maybe. There should be somewhere I can call a new montage section. No. Timing. Oh, add notify. What are our options again? On notify begin, event called when using a plain montage notify or plain montage notify window notifies a montage on notify begin. Now it's been a while since I've done this. Montage notify. And then if I save that, let's just try it. I mean, I can't think this is going to be correct necessarily. Called when a play not notifies in the montage. Begin event called when using a play montage notify window notify and a montage on notify end. Let's see what happens. I don't think this is quite right. I think he's not ever going to go back out of that dying animation now. Oh, no, he did. Oh, he did. No, he did. It worked. Brr. Let's just watch. And then he kind of slides back into that. But that's fine. That's fine. We can live with that. I can live with that. It's better than him half getting back up, right? So let's just make it a little bit bigger for him. A little bit of a bigger platform. If I can find a better death animation, I could work with that, I think. But for now, it's fine. So we got a montage. We got a creature, a giant montage effects and stuff. So this is all kind of working kind of nicely. This is pretty much everything I wanted to do for this hour. Um, there's one more animation we do need to add in though, and that is the on attack. So attack stronghold. I think it's probably best to put it in after the montage. Like this maybe, and then on completed we do that. Like so. And I also think on this one we should stop. We should say is defeated is true. Only because I don't want him to take any damage when he's attacking, because then if he dies mid attack, it's going to be weird. So we're going to say if he gets to attack, we don't get to do any damage in that moment. So he swipes, and then when he's completed, we do all of that sort of lovely stuff, and then we can say is defeated false at the end. So I did put true on that one, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, cool. So now we just got to wait and see if he attacks. Now he's going to keep dying for a while, so um, it's not like he's actually dying. Dying's the wrong choice of words now. It's more like he's getting knocked down, right? He's being knocked down. These animations are not the kindest on him, sadly, because he stretches in random places. But that's fine, right? It's for a game jam. It's not a real game. We can live with it. We can live with a little bit of stretchy arms and weird hands. He is a giant after all. We could. That's our excuse, right? Is he's a giant? It's fine. So he has to live through 60 seconds of this. I should probably have given him more health just to test this, but it's fine. We're gonna. I mean, every 8 seconds we're doing damage to him. His health does not go up far anymore at all fast. And he's dead. He gets back up, and he's like immediately into. He's like, "Ow, ow, my eye! God damn it!" Yeah. Okay. So we need to up his health a lot to test this. So let's just give him current health will make something crazy like 6,000. Something we'll never beat in 60 seconds. We are wasting 60 seconds of work by testing this. So I don't want to waste too much time. I want to do it once and make sure it works correctly. He is never winning this fight. There's just no way. Sorry, there's no way that um we're gonna win this fight soon. We're just waiting, by the way, guys. If you're like, oh, it's not saying anything, nothing's really happening. It's because we're just waiting. We're waiting for those 20 seconds. So relax, sit back, leave a little like on the video, something, I don't know. Because in 12 seconds we're gonna move on. We are pretty much at the end of this episode, by the way, as well. So we haven't got much long left of this hour. But we have done the main thing I wanted to do. Rah, boom, hits the building. Oh, it's just so good in it. Love it. And then we have his health regens. Fantastic. I feel we got a bit of time, right, to make the giant a little bit more interesting. Can I get one more animation from this? I feel like I should be able to, right? There was one on the mutants. Let's go mutant again. Mutant. And there was a roar, wasn't there? Let's have a look at the roar. I am the eye of the tiger, the fire. Bah. Is that a roar? I don't know. Oh yeah, he's like, bah, get me. I also need to do any sound effects myself, so we could make some sound effects with the rest of tonight. We could make some sound effects with the rest of today. Okay, let's do that. Why not? So we've got the animation. Let's take a look at getting that in here. Mutant roaring. And yeah, I think the eye actually turned out pretty good. I think you'll all agree that the eye wasn't half bad. I don't think this is going to turn out well though. The sound effects, but do you know what? It's all in good fun, right? Because I have to make them myself. I'm not allowed to use. Well, I'm allowed to use AI, but I don't think I want to use AI. I think it's going to be far more funnier if I just make all the sounds myself, just using my own voice. So we're gonna make another montage. Create and a montage, and we'll just leave the name the same. And I think what I want is I want him. So where is our giant master? There it is. So he then we set the stronghold health begin timer. Where does his health go back to normal? Um, so he attacks a stronghold. Cast the player. Game over. Begin timer. Oh, there it is. It happens there. So before we can do damage again, I think we need to then play one more animation. That is, he does a little roar. Does a little roar. Roar. Where is it? Roaring montage. There we go. And then on completed, he can be attacked again. Cool. I'm happy with that. How long we got left? We've got just about 11 minutes left. Okay, so how the hell am I going to do sounds? I feel like we should have a recording software somewhere on here. Sound recorder, there we go. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use this as well as I record, so I might have to record some sounds off camera and then just bring them in. I don't know. Well, let's have some fun though. So I need some gunshot sounds. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do it like a pew 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 pew, and it'll be like pew pew pew, and then we'll just change the pitch, right? So let's do this now. Pew. Oh, is it recording? I oh god, I might hear my voice in that. I think it's because I am recording that I can't do it. Recording 7, is that it? No, no, that's not it. Wait, what are we? No, that's today. Oh. You can't hear that because I've got the desktop audio, and I just realized. So what I captured was this. Is it recording? I oh god, I might hear my voice in that. I think it's because I am recording. So it picks it up way too late. Okay, let's try that again. Um, so is it good? Pew 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 pew. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get yourself a very realistic Star Wars sounding gunshot. Let's listen back. It's probably going to be terrible. I did like go oh at the beginning because I didn't think it was going to start, but we'll try. See what happens. Pew 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 pew. Oh, that's just that's beautiful, beautiful. One of those will be fine to use. And then we need a couple of giant noises. I think, like like a brrr, like when he dies or something like I don't know. So we'll just let this load up, and then we'll do a couple of that, and then I'll just cut it all up. So there you go. Now you have professional giant noises in for your game. So all I got to do is chop these up, make sure they're like they're exported as like OGG or WAV soundtracks, and then I can use those in game. So I can do that either in the next episode or in another one after that. Who knows, right? Um, but those should be fine for the giant. I've got a couple of uh gunshotty sounds. I might change that. I sounded a bit too high pitched. It's like a pew. That was like too high. Maybe I think I need to go to pew, 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 like a bit lower. But actually, let's record one out. Right? We got a few extra minutes, and then we'll do the lower one. Pew, 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 I don't know. I think that's good. I think that's fine. So yeah, so I've got a few recordings there now of little things I can chop and change and pick something that I actually like the sounds of. Um, so we got some giant sounds. I can use a couple of those for death, a couple of those for like attacking. Maybe one for like getting back up. So that he actually it kind of comes to life a bit. Uh, I might make some like generator sounds as well, some like so that when you get close, you hear like the generator sound. Maybe we could do that now. Oh my gosh, excuse me, I burped on my recording. My apologies. At least I haven't coughed today. That's a good one, right? I must be getting better because I'm not coughing. I think it's just because I'm used to recording now. Anyway, I'm wasting time. I ran out of air. But I think I should be able to like. I think I can. I think I can get away with that. And then maybe I need to try and make it a bit more loopable. If I do, how can I make it more loopable? I think if I went. So the reason I did that is because I can do the and then have the sound, and then when it gets to the end, it goes and then replays the sound. So it's kind of almost like a repeating sound. It's like loopable that way. Because sometimes what I find is if you have like a 10-second sound, if the first second doesn't sound exactly as the 10th second like ends, there's no loop, and then you hear it's like noticeable. So having that sound will just break it up, and then it will replay the vibration sound and stuff. And then all I need to do is have that on an attenuation, and then as you get closer to the generators, you hear it, and then as you get further away, it gets quieter. I don't think we need any shop sounds necessarily. Like we might want to like a money bag rattle sound or something like when you interact with it. It kind of depends. I don't know if I want like in the next few hours. Do I want to add like some storyline to this? Do I want to add like a few characters like that's just dotted around that you can interact with? Do I want to replace the player character? Do I want to? I gotta think what's coming next, right? But I think this is near enough our time up for the hour. I'll prep these sounds, and then in the next episode we can get them straight in and mess around with those as well. Um, and then yeah, I think that'll be us sorted. Look, thank you so much, guys. Whoever's watching these videos and enjoying them, leave a little like, and thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next episode. Much love. Take care.